Fuiko asks for Pekko's Axolotl. Pekko happily shows Fuiko an Axolotl in a bucket. If this might be the wholesome moment of the season. We usually have one that's just real nice and real wholesome. I think this one is the one. This one is the one, and that's probably how we're starting the episode. We've had some real non-wholesome moments this episode, so get ready for them, but this one feels right. Look at them. If that ain't if that ain't prime for some artwork, I don't know what is. Of the Resolve Tooling, Dave Bravo, Dave Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars, you know me as the man who is... Oh, yeah. It's my birthday. Eve. Tomorrow's my birthday. It's the 3rd. I guess for some of you, actually, because time zone craziness, it might be my birthday right now for you, but it isn't for me. It's on the 3rd. But it is tomorrow. And that's the basis of this episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. This is AV's birthday bash. I've picked my 8 favorite characters from the Danganronpa. Yes, actually, in the Hunger Games. But not just that, in the expanded AV media. Because I'll be real with you guys, for a lot of these characters, I don't see them completely just not only under their Danganronpa existence. These characters have grown on this channel through the Hunger Games, through the AWE. Some characters, and I think you can probably do this. You can probably go back and like peek, and see how some of my favorite characters have shifted. So actually, yeah, I would actually advise you, and we might do that, like, we won't do it as a birthday special because I'll be super busy on my birthday. I'll be baking a cake, going out to eat, and watching SummerSlam. Happy birthday to me. But I digress. If you go back, I think, and you probably look at the characters that I have as like my favorites, because I think I did a birthday bash a couple of years ago, and even just in a couple of years, some of these characters have changed. So let's go through the list, because let's just talk about it. Let's talk. In District 1, I have Hina, who I think has really shot up because, not because of Hina. Hina's always been cool, and I think she might have always been in my top 8 in this group, but I think she's a lot higher because of the AWE. And that's just, when I think of Hina now, I think of the Repaired. I think of Sakura, who was also here. Sakura also was already high, but she's definitely shot up the list too. Celeste, member of the squad, let's be honest. Chihiro, the ultimate, always special place in my heart. Junko, member of the squad. You'll love to see her. Kyoko, I think for a while, there was a stigma around here with Kyoko, but stepping back from that stigma, I do appreciate Kyoko. Mukuro is hanging in there because I think Mukuro, she's just great. I think we didn't get enough of Mukuro. Sakura, and this is where everyone's going to like look at the screen and spit out their water. I won't do that. I'm just going to drink the water. Sayaka. Sayaka has earned my respect lately. And I'll be real. Hate to love her or love to hate her, she's an icon on this channel. District 2. Do you guys remember when I made that Christmas diss track on Sayaka? You're a mean one, Sayaka, or Maizono? Hajime, love him. Fuiko, babyface gangster, love him. Gundam, one of my top 3 in the entire franchise. Ibuki, Band-Aid, I think. Shot her up the ranks. She was always one of my top 8, I think, but I think she was lower down. When you bring her in this series, she goes up because of Band-Aid. Kazuichi, Ultimate Pimp, probably boosted because of that. Nagito, I just think he's interesting. Nekamaru, love the man's to bits, squad member. Pekko. Pekko's probably always been in like my top 5 in this series. Danganronpa 2. Just because, I don't know, I think she's fascinating, she's loyal, and I think she is used very cool. She has a very cool purpose in the plot, related to Fuiko, and that's also used later in the last chapter of that game. Love that. District 3, we see The homies, the lads, ultra spare girls, we see Komaru, once again one of my top 3. Genocide Jack, the lesbians. Kotelko, the master of the dark arts, our agent of chaos Masaru, Monica the horn bearer, my employee of the month Nagisa. Like, look at, like, Danganronpa 3 has just a bunch of bangers. The repaired mama, love her to bits, and Taichi, the doctor. All of them have something, which is kind of crazy. District 4 sees these lads. One person, I think Ryoma was always in my top 8, but we'll get to him. Gonta, the bug boy. Kibo. I just like Kibo. Not for nothing. Karumi, love her to bits. I think is one of my top 3 in this game, but it might just be based on character design. I think the spider motif is really cool. That's one of my favorite motifs, the spider web motif. Don't love spiders, but the spider web motif is pretty cool. Kokichi. He's a member of the squad. He's a lad, let's be honest. Corey's in the house. I find him fascinating, but he's also a party every week, baby. Boosts him significantly. Maki, member of the squad. Kang Ryoma is one of those characters who I liked a lot already, but after becoming the Kang, not even the Kang outside of this channel and outside of this in general, it was on, I think, Hippo's server, Kang Ryoma was my guy. Followed suit and then continued to actually be the Kang, and now he's the Agent of Chaos, and I don't know what it is. Ryoma, he's had a bright, like, last year and a half, and I love him for it. And Mugi, I'll be real with you. Samugi's become one of my favorite characters. Not at all for what she's done in even the Hunger Games or the actual franchise. Mostly in the AWE, we do love Mugi. District 5, we have Chisa the Great Gozu, Juzo, Kizakura, Ruka, Mitrai, Seiko, Izuyoi. This lot I don't think needs a lot of explanation. There's not too many characters here. It's just, I think some of them shot ahead of Munakata, who I think was probably 9th on this list. I had to make a quick decision between Juzo and Munakata, and at the end of the day, I chose Juzo. I think I don't like him more in the anime, but I like his struggle more in the anime. And District 6, we had to remove one bear because there's 8 of them. So Kurakuma's gone. He's my least favorite. That is our episode. I got a text massage, which I might respond to if Chaos reigns, but for right now, do I tell you to make your picks? No. Let's spin the wheel first to see if there's birthday chaos. The boy, the lad, the champion, Fuihiko is in play. The wheel is gonna potentially get hit. We get 2 spins, one for Ryoma, one for Masaru. First, the Kang. Let's see if you want Chaos to reign this time. 1 in 5 chance. Well, I guess I will go and get my jacket because the championship is about to be on the line for my birthday. For my birthday weekend, I suppose it's birthday eve. Okay, but like before it shuts down, like you know, if it didn't hit, would it have hit? Is my real question. Master, would you have hit the Chaos? Okay, so it would have rained no matter what. That's all that I wanted to know. Yippee, cut the lights out.
All right, let's start with me, the leader.
Well, there you have it.
They appreciate me because I'm their hero. If I hunt down every single demon, then nobody has to be afraid anymore.
It might have been a long time coming, but I'm going to at least say it properly. You've still got a ways to go.
Luckily, they're both in this episode already. I actually have the old school jacket, not the pancake one right now, so I think we might put that on. But I'm going to do like the first bit of this without the jacket on, so you know. in the intro, you'll probably see me do some shenanigans. You'll be like, oh, well, Chaos isn't raining. He's not wearing his jacket and the normal music's playing. I always gotta keep you guys on your toes. Because the following matchup is now a birthday bash matchup for the Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions title, and it begins right now. So without further ado, I'm gonna peek at your comments real quick from last time. I actually have my question for today. I really love this version of the song, but I digress. Last time was Guys Night Out. Nice, here. Let's go in here and let's look at your answers from last time. I know I asked you guys, I told you guys what was going to be the next question, but it's not going to be the question this week, it's going to be the question next week. Psykiller has already answered it, I think. Phone background is a picture from Sonic Forces. There's a video of a guy making reaction content to the Sonic Forces trailer as Shadow and Silver. And in one of them, Shadow said that if he had a phone, he'd make it his phone background rather, and ever since I've cared to change it at that point, it's been mine, which I think is a dope story. Something from my childhood that's in your room or in close possession or something that's on you. Yu-Gi-Oh! VHS tapes, which I thought was a super cool answer from Matthew Glover. Jags fan. Also, there were a bunch of cool answers. Let me stop and say that first of all, because I'm going to be geeking out over some of these with you guys. Quote of the day, question of the day rather, either my signed Gravedigger monster truck signed by Dennis Anderson, or my giant bin of wrestling figures. So, I think if you know of any monster truck, you know of Gravedigger. I remember having a Gravedigger monster truck, or maybe my brother did. And I think there was this like monster truck set that like oozed green slime. I had that, and I have like vivid childhood memories of that. Regardless. Funny you say that, says Cherry Berry. Room is happily full of things from my childhood. I still have my old bed from when I was 9. Or under. My room has been pink for a decade and a half. You love to see that. The drawings on my walls are, I have drawings on the walls that are about 10 years old and stickers on my wardrobe. It drives my family mad. My gosh. But also it's the lock screen one, which is the phone. Lock screen is Kaede, and on the home screen tablet on, your tablet is Correcchio. Dope. Y'all, I didn't officially ask that question yet. We're gonna come back to it, I promise you. Because I'd like to share mine too, but that's not the question for today. I lied to you. Golden. Something you have in your room is relevant to your childhood. A blue baseball glove that was given to me by my grandfather, who's unfortunately no longer with us. Used to play baseball using that glove all the time. That's a cherished memory. I wanna tug down my heartstrings. I like that. Keep it safe. Huh? Love to see that, Golden. Opening, who said, a Yoshi plush. It's not much, but he is cute. I do like that. Everyone loves a little Yoshi plush out here. Let me see. Also, it looks like a lot of you guys were ready for OC Revolution. I hear went down pretty fun. It was a pretty dope event. Sonic Gaming. I've got this Survivor Series ring that I got at an outside fair in my room on my shelf with some action figures. So I actually didn't do a whole lot of wrestling action figures. I think I have like a couple, but I do think they're super cool. So I think it's really cool that you guys have some of them. Also calling it the Cherry's background is just Dotori in a swimsuit. Cherry already revealed it. Cherry's in the clear this time. Cat Bubbles. I have multiple Pokemon plushes around my room, and even though I didn't get into Pokemon until I was 9, it's been a big part of my life ever since. I think I was also a later bloomer for Pokemon. I think I might have actually, I don't think I got into it until high school, but then I went back and played some of the older stuff. Which was cool. No, that's not true. I got into it in middle school. I was trying to remember who introduced Pokemon to me. But definitely wasn't high school, because I was 13 at that time. It was definitely middle school. Dragon Force Zara. Nekamaru Nidai! Love to see it. Did not win. But all of my eggs in the Danganronpa 2 basket for the 12th anniversary. Meanwhile, the 1-year Raincoat anniversary says nope. And lastly, Lady Psychic says terror time again. I remember watching that song from watching Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. It's my favorite Scooby-Doo movie. I love that movie a lot. I hold that movie in high esteem. Cool. I won a week's game. Good job. Good thing I chose Monopony instead of Monokid. I thought about choosing it, but ultimately decided on Monopony. I got so many people with Monokid, that's crazy. We're gonna do that again at some point, because I think that's a fun game. But something in your room relevant to your childhood is the Barbie collection. I collected a bunch of Barbies when I was a child, many of which were gifts from my grandmother. While I did have some to play with, the ones in my proper collection are still in their boxes, which is kind of dope. There were a lot of really dope answers, and I think that's really cool. I think that's a lot of fun stuff to share. They are currently on display in my room, several shelves on my wall, which I refer to my wall of Barbies. Y'all, I actually really like that question. I feel like that was just like a wholesome question. We had a bunch of like plushes, action figures, cherished memories from like drawings to baseball gloves, just a bunch of good stuff. And I don't know, I just felt like that was a feel-good question, and I like reading all of them. That being said, today's question is me related. What's your favorite AV memory? One memory that either involves you on this channel or involves just the channel in general. Just something you can think back to and was like, you know what? I liked that a lot. Let me know what that is. I'm kind of curious, because I don't know what my favorite AV memory is. I don't know. Every time I turn on this camera and get in front of here, I make some good memories. I'll be real with you. To be all sentimental and junk. That being said, I'm not trying to cry on this camera. Not today. We got a championship episode. Make your picks first, second, third, and leave your favorite AV memory. We'll go through, we'll walk down memory lane next time. I feel like there's going to be a broad aspect, because I know there's like some people who have like vivid Fire Emblem memories, because there's a lot I think some of my favorite memories, some of them come from the Hunger Games. Some of them have already come from the AWE, even though it hasn't been, I guess it's already, we're about to enter the 3rd year of the AWE, which is, it's gone by, not fast, but it doesn't feel like it's, we're gonna start going on 3 years. Like, I guess the 2nd anniversary is technically starting, but it's kind of crazy how time flies, y'all. Cherish it. Cherish it while you got it. And I think we're cherishing it here. That being said, I'm thirsty. Always and forever. The championship's on the line. First, second, and third. Make your picks. I think that's it. I'm gonna make my picks real quick. Give me Sayaka for first. I think Sayaka's gonna win the championship. She's never done it. I think this is her time. She did it in the AWE this year. I think she's gonna do it and shock the world. She's gonna prove that she is the god Slayaka. Kurumi for second, because we like Kurumi out here. And we'll go Seiko for third, because it could just be Seiko time. Those are my picks. Hopefully you guys have yours, because without further ado, I believe it's time to start the show. And you know just how to start it. And that is to facial butter. Did I just drop the... No, I'm kidding. We're not doing this again. That was actually planned this time. Oh man, here. I do need to pick it up. That's not a substance that can really spill easily. And Asnir was able to catch it. Thank you, Asnir. If only you were there when the honey dropped. For those who don't know, you missed out on OC action. It was sure something. Let's get rolling. How many times are we simulating a big old pops? We got 2. 2 times for the championship episode for August the 2nd for my birthday eve, not just once, but twice. Are you ready? We got 48 competitors, 1 title on the line. Wolf League will be able to retain. Let's find out as we proceed. The tribute stand on their podiums. The path to the Retribution Rumble is open. Let's see who gets there. And let's see if anyone earns any secret achievements. I gotta look at these real quick one more time. As I look at them, go horn bearers, do your thing and just sound the horns. You know how to do it. Thank you. Also tonight, we will see the current champions go toe-to-toe one-on-one tonight with the Royal Rumble winners, and I'm excited to see how that all plays out. Hope you guys are too. Thank you, horn bearers. That being said, let's get into our action. Monosuke finds a teleporter, teleports him back to the Despair Dimension, and sparks the question of who would build a teleporter to the Despair Dimension. Gonta takes a loaded shotgun from the supply, fires at the Genocide Jack, can see all the pellets approaching in slow-mo, just dodges them all. Kyoko runs away from the cornucopia, yeah, as does Monaka. Shirokuma spots his most prized possession hidden amongst the supplies. He goes to grab it, but Maki reaches it first. Monokuma finds a pistol, killing Kizakura and Komaru with it. Well, Kizakura, are you in the singles rumble? No, Kurikuma is. Every so often I see the names and I mix them up, but you know what? Kizakura, get yourself in there. Kizakura finds himself in the Retribution Rumble. Best of luck to you, Kizakura. We'll find out if anyone joins you this episode as we go on. Oh wait, it's a championship episode. As we go on. Komaru's also dead. Mitarai finds a bag full of explosives. Kori and Gozu recognize each other and put their trust in one another. Usami runs away from the cornucopia. Monokid, are you in the Retribution Rumble? I feel like every time I have to ask. I could have sworn you were in, but maybe, yeah, you're in the Tag Team Retribution Rumble. So, admittedly, this is legal. Monokid joins the other side, the other Retribution Rumble. Monokid, the best of luck to you. You have a shot in both Rumbles. Let's see if you're able to make the most of these opportunities. Hey, hey. Boom, 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 boom. Most excellent. Shall we go on? Again, I wonder if we'll have to stop any more times. As Kokichi and Monodam engage in a brutal fist fight. It's one of the most vicious fights of their lives, each with each bone-shattering punch rather threatening to kill. After hours of exchanging blows, it finally ends with Monodam snapping Kokichi's neck. Ryoma runs away from the cornucopia. Ibuki finds an ocarina in the cornucopia and plays it. Rantaro wanted to kill her for it rather, but the warm down warms his heart. Spares Ibuki. Gundam runs away from the cornucopia. Mukuro throws a knife into Seiko's chest. Well, there goes one of my picks. Hiroko finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Izuyoi and Nagisa fight for a bag. Izuyoi strangles Nagisa with the bag, straps, and runs. Well, dang, there goes my employee of the month. Kotoko runs from the cornucopia, backed by unpopular demand Peko. I think Peko's pretty popular. Masu grabs a machete. Juzo comes in to the games riding on a rare mount, making Taichi and Nagito both jealous. Nekamaru rides the arena on a flying bison. He's also going to shave his head and paint an arrow or tattoo an arrow on the top of his bald dome. Ruka windmills her arms, charging into the arena, eyes closed, what results in a path of destruction. In its wake, Sayaka and Kazuichi are both eliminated. There goes another one of my picks. Oh my. The jinx is strong today, you guys. I was born in the jinx, molded by the jinx. Kibo arrives at the arena, memory is wiped, sole thing he remember is his name, Celeste. Monotaro and Monophony get into a fight. Monophony triumphantly kills them both. Chisa brought a tray of freshly baked cookies. Fuiko doesn't get any though, not for the champ, how could you? Samugi finds a talking about dragging the cornucopia. The reptile says that he is Hajime. Asner placed a curse on him, and the only way for the curse is to be broken is for Samugi to kiss him. Samugi reluctantly obliges, killing Hajime, turning him back to normal. Unfortunately, the kiss was venomous for Samugi. Rest in peace to the Moogster. Chihiro runs away from the cornucopia, as does Kurumi. Good on you, girl, you survived. Hina acts antisocial, refuses to introduce herself. Junko and Sakura are resurrected by the Lich King to kill other tributes this game, and I might have to look around because I don't actually know where my new champ alert alarm is because I moved all of the box stuff that was over here. Out of over here. Because there was, well, you know, a honey incident. The aftermath still grows, we proceed. It is day one as Gozu convinces Maki to climb into a hydraulic press and crushes her to death. Wouldn't catch me doing that. Unless, no you wouldn't. Unless, look, if you put a MILF there and okay, look, Monokid seems to be dead, but it's a lie. I hope that's not the intro. Fuyiko, takes Usami to Suplex City. Kyoko commits Sora. Hajime's unknown sponsor Saga. Avi's not gonna like that. She's dead. Katoko hands Mitarai and Shirokuma an invitation to her birthday party. They both rip up tear up the invitations rather before her eyes. So Katoko tears them both to shreds. Fair enough. No, we're still good. Nagito finds a water gun filled with holy water, fires the roof, getting her wet. Ryoma confides in Chisa. Nekomaru grabs the table, the audience cheers in excitement. Kurumi also finds a gun filled with holy water, fires in Monica, getting her wet. If anyone would have, like, been melted by the water, I would assume it would be her, but alright. Gonta tells Gundam that he's a cardboard clone of Gonta created by Avi. Mukuro receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a sword. The rating pistol gun rates Monodam for 84 points rather. Izuo is theorizing how best to counter Avi's jinxing. Monosuke catches Monster off guard, kills him. Pekko eats cheese plus one of our agents of chaos is gone. To be noted. Junko poisons Hina's drink. Hina drinks it and dies. Sakura chews too much gum and dies from horrible stomach pains. Shiro turns the Statue of Liberty into freaking Sayaka. Hate that. Monokuma finds the remains of a Viking ship. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Ibuki? Probably like an 8 or a 9, to be honest. I'm gonna say a solid 9. Kori, she makes me laugh. Kori receives multiple supplies from a secret admirer. It would seem that Hiroko and Juzo have come to a standstill in Tarzan's forest. Taichi drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. Monofumi spends a day ticket on Genocide Jack, and Kibo sets up an ice cream shack, but nobody comes. Is there a day one arena event, or just 16 cannon shots? Which means we do have the saddest of all moments for Kizakura, Komaru, Kokichi, Seiko, Nagisa, Sayaka, Kazuichi, Celeste, Monotaro, Mugi, Maki, Mitarai, Shirokuma, Masaru, Hina, Sakura. Hina and Sakura dying side by side. You love to see it. That being said, see everybody's statuses. We had 48, we lost, was it 21? I don't remember. We have 32 left. Anywho, we got ourselves a show of shows to continue, so I think the only thing we can do is to continue them. 32 remaining. Heavy losses Danganronpa 1, not so much for Danganronpa 2. No team is completely in, to be honest, though, so everyone suffered some casualties. Let's see who else suffers. 32 remain. How many? Oh, I thought everyone was dying. Ruka, Usami, and Gonta enter a scrum debate with Chihiro, Genocide Jack, and Ryoma. They argue over who would get a win first, Gentleman Thomas or Sprinkles. Katoko has no weaknesses. Monica throws what they think is a Molotov, and Nekomaru turns out the Molotov is just a rag, it's not even on fire. Monokid gets infected with a spare disease. Monokid starts insulting everyone who passes him by relentlessly. Monokuma and Ibuki tell each other their greatest fears and how to grow each other's trust. Izuoi and Chisa have a pose off. Chisa wins. Taichi, Gozu, and Kyoko spend the night making potions. Monofumi and Hiroko stir each other to the crackling flames of their campfire without a murder on their minds. Hajime sneaks up on a sleeping Mukuro, sets fire to her camp, killing Mukuro. I don't know how Hajime got the jump on Mukuro, but good on him. Fuyiko brags to Monosuke that he has 70 alternative accounts. Kori sets off an explosive, taking out Gundam, Kibo, Junko, Monodam. It's funny because I'm like, oh man, I like all these characters. I set this episode up. It was my episode. Of course I do. A dummy here. Nagito can't decide whether Pekko should live or die, so live. Juzo wants to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. He could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Kumi dyes her hair green. I think a faded green would be really neat. I think a faded color on any, like a grayer version of any color on Kurumi's hair would still be fine, I think, to be honest. We'll go on though, it's day 2. And Kori puts all of his faith into Atua. Angie's not here. She's not in my fave 8 in that series. Kyoko beats Genocide Jack with a steel chair. Ruka bashes Monosuke's head in with a mace. One of these is more effective than the other. Nagito believes in Santa Claus. Chisa believes in the Easter Bunny. But for the first time in singles action, Nekomaru believes in Joe Hendry and earns a spot in the singles bracket. You guys thought that believing in Joe Hendry wouldn't be a secret achievement this year? Y'all are tripping. Of course you gotta believe in Joe Hendry. Of course it was a secret achievement this year. Y'all are tripping. Of course it is. Nekomaru. It's about time someone believed. It's happening tag team action. But it's finally time someone believed in Joe Hendry. We will continue though. Nekomaru, welcome to the finale. Monica and Gonta fight Kotoko and Ryoma. Monica and Gonta survive, and that's the other half of our Agents of Chaos gone in this one. Only the champ remains in that little trio. Usami refines the remains of a Viking ship. Hiroko turns the Statue of Liberty and freaking Sayaka. Monokuma is ready for the year of the Monokid. Which could happen. It'd be funny if a Monokid won this one after me taking out so many people relentlessly with Monokid in that one game. Ibuki decides to lend Avi a hand and kills Komodo Dragon in this loose in the arena. Hey, you remember when I gave you a 9 earlier? Now you're a 10 out of 10. Fukyo asks for Pekko's Axolotl. Pekko happily shows Fuyiko an Axolotl in a bucket. If this might be the wholesome moment of the season. We usually have one that's just real nice and real wholesome. I think this one is the one. This one is the one, and that's probably how we're starting the episode. We've had some real non-wholesome moments this episode, so get ready for them. But this one feels right. Look at them. If that ain't prime for some artwork, I don't know what it is. And on that note, I can put this on. I'll make sure to put the regular music over that too. Really fool some people. Hey, if you assume chaos didn't reign, you've been had, officially. Taichi's ready for the year of the Kurumi. Monophanie's unknown sponsors Raid Shadow Legends. Juzo dodges their gold. Gozu sets up an ice cream shack for Hajime, and he comes and buys some. It was delicious. Pillars of lava shoot out of the ground as Izuo and Chihiro duel to the death. Chihiro absolutely slips and falls to the ground just as the pillars lava erupts underneath him. That is the end of Chihiro, and that is the end of another 9 tributes. We are within a standard-sized game as we hit the saddest of all moments for Mukuro, Gundam, Kibo, Junko, Monodam, Monosuke, Kotoko, Ryoma, Chihiro. There are still, I think, 2 that are, 2 or 3. 2. There are 2 that are still in here that are exclusive to this simulator. We'll see if they hit. We'll see everybody's statuses as well. We have, I forgot how many we lost. We have 23. We lost 9, didn't we? We sure lost 9 because we were at 32 before. Yes, that is correct. We still have Kyoko, the only person remaining from Danganronpa 1. Good on you, detective. Hajime Fuyiko, the champion. Ibuki, Pekko, Nekomaru, and Nagito. From Ultra Spirit Girls, we have Jack, Monica, Hiroko, and Taichi. Gonta, Kurumi, and Kori remain from V3. The anime's doing very well. They still got a good chunk. They got 6 left. No, I lied. There's 5. I thought Kizakura was alive. He is. He was out first. They have 5. Fair enough. But still pretty good, especially in comparison to everyone else. We still have 4 remaining for the Bears. That is Monokid, Monophanie, Usami, and the legend Monokuma. One of them walk out with the title. Who will walk out with the title? Will it be Fuyiko? Will he retain the title? Let's find out. 23 left. 13 until your save and grace picks if we see an arena event or the feast. I doubt we'll see the feast yet, unless we have a big event that wipes out like 5 people. Usami hits Kyoko with some sweet chin music. Usami kicks Kyoko's head clean off. Pardon me, and Danganronpa 1 is officially out. Jeez Louise. Rest in peace to Kyoko. Kurumi wants Avi to give Gozu a chance. I love the great Gozu. He is great, and he's Gozu. Genocide Jack buys a deed to a house. She can have parties every week, baby. Nekomaru tells Monokuma that this is great. It's just you, me, and this brick wall you built between us. Ibuki slices in Monica's eyes. Monica's now blind. She can't see anything. Fuyiko somehow steals every item in Gonta's camp without being noticed. Hajime is bleeding out, but thankfully he receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor. Nagito enters Chisa's mind. It was a pleasant trip. Taichi has let him into a fight. Taichi gets clapped by the repairman. Ruka lets Peko and Kori into her shelter to protect them from the mysterious stranger that has been hunting them throughout the night. Little do they know that Ruka is that mysterious stranger, and she dismembers both of them late in the night. Yeah, I believe that. Monica threatens Juzo in fluent Japanese. Milfney accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Izio, who works at Yoko's Items and Misfortunes, is sick and tired of people from AVs burning it down, so he burns AV. Unfortunately, this puts him on the squad's radar who hunt him down. Izio, I thought you were our boy. Why have you done this? Hiroko reminisces about season 3 as we go on to day 3. And Nakamaru is ready for the year of the Hajime. He hasn't had like, you know what? I was gonna say he hasn't had a year, and I don't think he's had a year, but he did get a sheep victory as Wizard Robe Hajime the sheep. And won the title. So I think that's a W. Usami smells a rat. Juzo throws a discarded dumbbell into Monica's head. She couldn't even see. Genocide Jack goes nya nya to Gonta. Gonta stabs Genocide Jack in the chest. There's a chance that Gonta could walk out with the title that he won earlier this season. Did he win this season or did he win at... He won this season because I think he took it from Queen. Which also could have been the feel-good moment of the season. Kurumi tells a frustrated Ibuki to chill out. Nagito, Chisa, and Hiroko get into a fight. Nagito triumphantly kills them both with his luck. Ruka bashed the TV head in. Goodness gracious. Violence. Fuyiko uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Monokuma, which shockingly works. He's literally dumbfounded. Monica asks AV if he can be in the World Pancake Championship Invitational. No. And Gozu sips on cider. Any arena events, we don't get the feast here, but we do get another 10 gone, which means we're at 13. 3 more into your saving grace picks after this. Saddest of all moments for Kyoko, Taichi, Peko, Kori, Winofune, Izioi, Monica, Jack, Chisa, Hiroko. I don't know why I'm playing a flute or a piccolo. I guess piccolo would be much smaller. I don't think I could play the piccolo. My hand's too big. We'll see everybody's status. I could probably play the flute though. DR1 we know is out. Danganronpa 2 still has Ibuki, Nakamaru, Nagito, Fuyiko, and Hajime. They're still doing exceptionally well too. Ultra's Paragirl's also completely out. V3 is still relying on Gonta and Kurumi, but also keep in mind 13 people left and the champion's still in. Great Gozu, Juzo, and Ruka still hanging in there. Monokuma, Nagito. Don't know why he's still on the brain. Usami and Monokid are still in. 13 people left. Who's gonna walk out the title? Will it be Fuyiko? Remember, if nobody wins, Fuyiko technically retains. That is a title retention if nobody wins. But we don't have to talk about nobody winning because Fuyiko is still in. There is still no new champ alert, and we might not see one as we enter Saving Grace Picks range. Let's proceed, as we will probably get there after this. Nakamaru prays rather Tua that he makes it out of here alive with minimal bloodshed, of course. Usami turns out to be a clone, and Monokuma was the original Usami all along. What implications does this have for Danganronpa 2? That's bad. Gonta finds a sleeping Gozu on the ground, raises his hand, waves it in front of his face, dusting off his shoulder, falling, punching Gozu in the face. Ruka runs into AV's wares and despairs, jumps onto a giant Monokuma plushie, falls asleep. Monokid and Fuyiko are trapped in a box for the night. They decide to use their imaginations to liven things up. Kurumi, feeling especially kind tonight, gives Juzo a muffin. Hajime dies from hunger. Nagito's unknown sponsors. AV, do I sense some bias here? He was on my mind. And then in the dead of night, Ibuki ducks and dodges the laser rather defense system, manages to escape James Bond style. Impressive, but she's disqualified. I mean, I didn't want to disqualify her, but I believe it is time for the feast. And the cornucopia is replenished with foods, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. I just read sighs as Monokuma repeatedly stabs them into Nagito. He perished. Kurumi invites Monokid to an unforgettable luncheon while making steamed clams. Kurumi sets the oven and therefore the house on fire, burning both Kurumi and Monokid to death. They are both gone. Gonta decides not to attend the feast because he really injures Gozu, puts him out of his misery. Nakamaru, Ruka, and Juzo confront each other, but grab what they need slowly to avoid conflict, and Usami falls into a pit. We are down to 3, 4, 5, 6. Your final 6, your Wyatt 6. Monokuma, Gonta, Fuyiko the champion, Nekomaru, Ruruka, and Juzo will click next round. Fuyiko is still alive, I believe, as he suddenly exclaims, not the Komodos for every reason in particular. Ruruka tracks down and kills Monokuma, brings us to our final 5. Gonta does Gonta things. Juzo, he traps himself, and he bleeds out, bringing us to our final 4. As Nekomaru goes on a serial balloon popping spree, it is, I believe, Fuyuhiko, Ruruka, Gonta, and Nekomaru. I believe this event is not fatal, and it is not, which means in our final 4, the champion is still standing tall. Will the babyface gangster retain when chaos reigns? It's the saddest of all moments, the last one for Hajime, Ibuki, Nagito, Kurumi, Monokid, Gozu, Usami, Monokuma, Juzo. Well, what can I say? It's your final 4, Nekomaru and Fuyuhiko, Gonta, and Ruruka. Who's walking out with the title? I believe the only person here who has not held the title is Ruruka. Is this gonna be her day? Will it see a title retention? Will it come to the squad? Or will Gonta have the title for a second time when Chaos reigns in this season? There's a lot of magical things that could happen in this final 4. Which of them will reign true? You tell me what you want to see the most when you make your saving grace picks. Whew. Let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about? This. The champion is still in. No new champ alert, and I still don't know where the new champ alert is, to be honest. It is. Did I like it? Oh, I did. I moved it right over here. I was just like, stay out of the way, I might need you. And luckily I did. It is here. On one of these chip things is stuck to the bottom. There we go. Put that right there. Fuyuhiko is the champion. 1 in 4 chance, 25% chance that he retains the championship. Nekomaru has held the title, but it's been a long time. So touchdown brings him round again to find his opportunity standing in his way as Fuyuhiko, but also a member of the Big Buff family, and Gonta, who is right there. Gonta finally got singles gold, held it in his hand, said, this is what it means to be a proud champion. When Chaos reigned, he did it. When Chaos reigned again, he lost it. But now he's found himself back on the potential path to doing it again, all in one season. Will it come, go, and come again? Will it be Gonta's time, or will it be Ruruka? Someone who's been a sleeper pick, always has a game where there's a bunch of KOs in her name, and look at that. It's there again. Will Ruruka be the one to win the championship? I'm not sure, but we'll find out in just a moment. Make your saving grace picks first, second, third. Make them in the comments. In your comments, so like the comment. Like my comment. Like the video, and of course subscribe if you have not. I'm excited. I don't know how this is gonna play out. Fuyuhiko, Nekomaru, Gonta, Ruruka, all I think very capable potential champions. It's your final 4. They're all caught, however. After I make my picks, because I think it's gonna be a championship retention. I think Gonta will get second. I think Ruruka will get third. Let's see how it all plays out. Because it's not Samurai Woman, unfortunately. We skipped right past it. These final 4, Fuyuhiko, Nekomaru, Gonta, and Ruruka, are all caught in what we like to call, with the title on the line, a golden crisis of fate. Fuyuhiko, Nekomaru, Gonta, Ruruka. It could all end next round. We've seen 4 people become 1 in just one event before. Will it happen this time? Ruruka gets captured by the repairman and is never heard from again. She will not have her first singles gold. Not today. Fuyuhiko and Gonta start prepping for Spooky Month by doing the spooky dance. It is getting to be almost Spooky Month time. And Nekomaru receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. It is the final 3. Fuyuhiko, Gonta, and Nekomaru. Fuyuhiko has a 1 in 3 shot of retaining that title from 148 at the start of this whole thing as we proceed again. Fuyuhiko decides to lend Avi a hand and kills Komodo Dragon that's loose in the arena. Nekomaru performs the Norian tradition of Gonta I'm sorry, making Gonta close 5 minutes after they meet. It is Fuyiko, it is Nekomaru, and Gonta still your final three. Is there an arena event? No, it is just one quick, terrible turnabout. Ruruka. Gotta respect her, gotta love her. Ruka, you did alright. You did good, but we know what this brings us to. It is a Fuyiko, Nekomaru, and Gonta. One of these competitors could be one of these two competitors will be a two-time champion if Nekomaru or Gonta get it. Fuyiko, however, could retain that title, could retain that championship gold, and continue his title run, likely until the finale. Since the wheels reset, that being said, it's still a crisis of fate. Fuyiko, Nekomaru, Gonta, once again, it could very well end the next time. Will it be any of these three? Will it be both, or will it be neither? Next round sees they all sing around the campfire and sing the campfire song. They're just vibing. But will this vibing bring death in the next round? It doesn't. Gonta receives medical supplies from a secret admirer, rather, and Nekomaru asks for Fuyiko's Axolotl. Fuyiko gets confused. We proceed again, and nobody is perished. We'll go again to see. Nekomaru stopped, gets some help. Gonta sets up an outdoor generator, space heater, and floodlights, and Fuyiko is sick and tired of the rivalry between AV's Yoko's, so he burns both to the ground and is swiftly taken out by Yoko and AV. And it brings us a new champ alert. My turtle pilot over there is like, what is that? Oh, dork, I love you. But that brings us to our final two. Nekomaru, Gonta. Who will it be? Gonta, Nekomaru. Nekomaru has been quiet in these games for a very long time, but he sees this opportunity. He says, "Sir, I'll do it for the squad, and I'm proud of you for making it this far, even if you don't do it. You've done me well. You've done it well, my guy." That being said, he wants to do it for the squad, but Gonta wants to do it for his story. He wants to make sure that this season is remembered as Gonta's story, the story where Queen won the championship and we all despaired. But Gonta came through to wipe that despair from our faces as chaos reigned. Fuyiko got it. After chaos reigned, Gonta experienced gain and loss, but now he's hungrier than ever. Will he walk out as singles champion? Will it be Gonta's story? Will it be Nekomaru and his resolve? I guess we're about to find out, because it could be both, or it could be neither, and the man who just got out, the man who we just played a new champ alert for, could actually retain if neither man lives to tell the tale. I think it's time we find out. Because Nekomaru, Gonta, both, neither. We see Gonta says he believes in the Big Buff family. He said he's already held the title this season. He said he's already in the finale. He knows he'll have another championship opportunity. He says, Nekomaru, if you want this, I remember you, me, Sakura, even the great Gozu. We were the Big Buff family. We still are the Big Buff family, no matter what factions we may be a part of, no matter how far we go on. I just want to know, do you want this? If you do, all you need do is say the word and Gonta will bow out. Nekomaru tells him to perish. Ladies and gentlemen, a standoff between two big buff boys. It all ends right here. It is one last terrible turnabout for Fuyiko, Gonta. In what was, honestly, a ride of an episode, we come down to just one. We see everybody's statuses. The man, he's big, he's buff, and he only had one KO to his name. As we proceed, he is your winner. and let it be known that he is also your new, count 'em new, Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions. The title is back around his waist. He's waited for this moment, waited for this opportunity, and your boy is back. He brings it back home to the squad. Nekomaru takes the win. Squad on top. Squad on top. Squad on top. Wait. Nekomaru just got a secret achievement. Well, I guess you guys got a fan vote just now. He believed in Joe Hendry, and that belief carried him all the way. This is what believing in Joe Hendry can do for you. This is what believing in Joe Hendry can do for you. Keep that in mind. Remember that today, tomorrow, always, and forever. It can get you to victory. It can get the world a fan vote as we proceed. The squad. I think it might be only the squad that's gotten you fan votes, because I think Kokichi has gotten you guys a fan vote. Here, let me pull up the bracket real quick. In fact, let's pull it up for everyone real quick. Your new champion, Nekomaru. He is here to show the world. He's here to represent the squad. Your boy. I'm proud of him. The only fan vote you guys have officially earned so far is because of Kokichi until this episode, where Nekomaru believed in Joe Hendry and earned you guys a fan vote in the process. Won the title in the process too. Don't believe in your favorite characters, believe in Joe Hendry. That's what we've learned today. Thank you so much for watching as we continue on. Nekomaru was the winner. Gonta second place, Fuiko third. Remember, all three of these gentlemen in the finale, all three of these gentlemen have held the title this season, which is kind of an interesting little tidbit. Ruka in fourth, Juzo fifth, Monokuma sixth, Usami seventh, Great Gozu eighth, Monokid ninth, and rounding off your top 10 is Kurumi. What a show, what a game. As we scroll through, if we get everybody else, we've already looked at the bracket, and I think we are ready to end this episode. It's a little bit longer than it was at least longer than yesterday. Yesterday was crazy. We'll proceed again and start with Monokuma finding a pistol, taking out Kizukura, sending him to, not the despair dimension, sending him to the finale. No, the Rumble. That's what I meant. As we scroll down, it also ended with Gonta saying, I would do anything for you, and Nekomaru said, let me have this, let me go to the finale. He didn't need to do that. He was already in the finale. Maybe Gonta didn't realize that, maybe Gonta didn't know, I'm not sure. But it sure happened. That brings a little bit of spice to what happened at the end there. I'm interested to see how that all plays out as we proceed. One more again. Ruka had 6 KOs, Corey had 4, Gonta with 3, Monokuma with 3, Hajime with 2, Juzo, Izioi, Kotoko, Monika, Monofini, and Nagito all with 2. Everyone else with 1 or less. That was our game. Nekomaru is the winner and is your champion. Gonta, once again, I guess we'll have an opportunity at that championship, but so will so many other people. Queen, Samugi right now, Jotaro, Fatogami, Monosuke, Kokichi, Daisaku, Monofini, Fuihiko, Hifumi, Gundam Tanaka. It's kind of a little bit of a stacked crowd, to be honest. As we proceed once again, we'll go back to the reaping. That is our game, that is our set. I hope you guys enjoyed every second of it, because tonight, the road to AV Mania officially begins. Get excited, get hype, get pumped. I'm sure it'll be a good time. Until then, Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you so much for watching.